I'm Janet Porter,
President and founder of Faith to Action, with a report about promises kept. Promises kept by President Donald Trump. He has made pro-life promises and he's kept them. The other day I saw a Facebook post that said, well, the president said he'd defund Planned Parenthood. How come he hasn't done it in the last 4 years? Primarily because it's Congress that holds the purse strings. But I'll tell you what, the thing I love about Donald Trump is he will break through the establishment and do what needs to be done. And that's what he did with defunding Planned Parenthood through the Title X regulations. He said, you know what, if you want $60 million, you need to separate your legitimate health care from your baby killing. And you know what? Planned Parenthood said no. Why did they turn down $60 million in federal funds? It's because their legitimate health care is nothing more than a smokescreen to cover up what they really do, and that is kill babies. And so we need to defund Planned Parenthood, and yet a Republican House, a Republican Senate did not do it, which is why we need to make sure that those we elect will actually keep their promise. If we want to talk about racism, the biggest racist in America is Planned Parenthood. Let me read you what their founder says. I wrote about it in my Heartbeat Bill book, A Heartbeat Away, and this is what the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, said. We don't want the word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. That's what the founder of Planned Parenthood said, and that's exactly what they've been doing. I wrote, there's a quote in here from Catherine Davis of the Restoration Project, and she spelled it out clearly. Planned Parenthood made good on their racist plans. They have exterminated 20 million black lives in America, more than the entire black population in 1960. That's what's happened. And if black lives really matter, then we'll close down Planned Parenthood and every abortion mill in America. But the reason I dedicated my book to President Trump, this is what he said as the only president to speak at the Right to Life March. He said, unborn children have never had a stronger defender in the White House, and that is true. They are coming after me because I am fighting for you, and we are fighting for those who have no voice. And we will win because we know how to win. And I would submit to the president that the Heartbeat Bill is the way to win. But if the Biden-Harris ticket is elected, they will wipe out every heartbeat bill in America. Why? Well, Kamala Harris said, well, I'm going to make them, anybody that passes a pro-life law, when she was running for president, said they'll have to run it by my Department of Justice to make sure it complies to Roe versus Wade. Absolutely unconstitutional, but it shows you the fervency with which they want to kill babies. And that's really what it's at. That's really what's at the heart. This is not a personality test. This is not American Idol. This is a policy decision that we make. And unborn babies cannot be the victims of your personal preference, because the choice we have this election are pro-life promises kept by Donald Trump, with more to come, more judges to come, as he's filled courts with pro-life judges. By the way, he's not like other guys, other presidential candidates that play games. Oh, we'll put in constitutional conservatives and someone will interpret. He flat out said, we're putting pro-lifers on the court. That is my litmus test. That's the choice. Life throughout the court, through the judges, through the policy with President Trump, or the most rapidly pro-abortion policy of a Biden-Harris ticket, not only wiping out every pro-life law throughout the country, but making sure that we, the taxpayer, foot the bill, pay for killing children until their first gasp of breath at birth. So the choice is life or death. And I would encourage you not to hold someone's personality or their past in such a high regard that unborn children pay for it with their lives.